Hi there, this is Pam. I'm a Stampin' Up! Independent demonstrator, and today I'm going to share with you how to make this rainbow card, and it uses the stamp set called Sheltering Tree. This is the stamp set there, and I'm going to be using that stamp right there. That's supposed to be for the ground base for your tree, but I have used it as a rainbow, and this is the stamp there. It does have a little bit of an arch to it already, as you can see, but when I put it on my block, I'm going to actually arch it a little more. That's one fun thing about the photopolymer stamps, is that you can arch it and manipulate them a little bit more than you can a rubber stamp. So that's what I'm going to use today. And the colors that I used are Daffodil Delight, Pumpkin Pie, Real Red, Marina Mist, Wisteria Wonder, and this is the brand new in color. It's called Cucumber Crush, I think. Yes, Cucumber Crush. Just got it yesterday. And then I'll do a little punch art there for the pot of gold. So, this is a piece of cardstock. Now this is the full width of a front of a A2 card. So it's 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. And I'm going to get all my inks opened up, ready to go. And I do have my stamp scrubber next to me there, so as I stamp I can scrub it off and clean it to get all the ink off of it. So we'll start with the Daffodil Delight, and I'm going to do it just pretty much the same as that one. I think I actually have my stamp arched a little bit more than my original one there, but that's perfectly fine. And next is Pumpkin Pie. So I overlapped it just a little bit. And you will get a little bit of a space in between there, but that's fine. Next will be the Real Red. These are pretty much from the Brights collection of colors. Now that when you stamp these inks, they will dry a little bit lighter in color. As you can see, that's the red there. And then when it dries, it looks like that one. So it's a little bit lighter. Because the new ink pads are very rich in color, the foam pads. Now this is Marina Mist, and this is actually the old one. This is one of the old felt pads. I haven't gotten a new one yet, but there's still lots of ink in this one, so I haven't gotten a new one, but it works just as good. So there's Marina Mist, and next is Wisteria Wonder. And look, I got ink on it. That's what happens when you stick your fingers into the ink pads, which I do tend to do that. That's alright, we're going to stamp a sun right there. And we'll cover that up a little bit. So let me close some of these up so I don't do it again. And the last color, here it is, Cucumber Crush. That is a brand new in color that will be in the catalog in June 2nd. I've got ink all over the place. Oh well. Cucumber Crush. It's a very bright green. Sort of reminds me of the old Green Galore that Stampin' Up! Had quite a few years ago. But it's pretty. It's a nice, pretty bright green. Alright, so that's our rainbow there. And I will try to take my eraser if I can find it. Sometimes, if you can catch your ink while it's wet, you can erase it. sometimes. Not always. I'm going to give that a try. Because I had it on my fingers, and as I was holding the paper, it got ink on it. And it lightened it up a little bit, but that's alright. Alright, now, for the sun, that is from the stamp set, Kinda Eclectic. That one. And that's that big stamp there, which it's not really a sun. I guess you could make it a sun. I do. I make it a sun on almost everything I use. But it's used I've seen many people use different things with it. So this one's getting stamped in So Saffron. It's a little bit lighter yellow than the Daffodil Delight. So I know the center solid part is right there, so I'm going to try to get that onto the corner. There. Good. So it covered up a little bit of my ink boo-boo there. And the last stamp I have at the top, there's my sample there, the Cloud. That is a brand new stamp set that's going to be in the catalog in June. I can show it to you. There's the little cloud. It actually has two purposes. It could be a cloud, or it could be a cupcake or ice cream cone topper. See, it's got sprinkles. It's called Sprinkles of Life. This is the Ronald McDonald House charity set. Brand new. But I love it as clouds. So cute. I'm glad there's a cloud stamp because there hasn't been one. So I'm using that in the soft sky, because whenever you have a rainbow, you have sun and you have clouds. So how perfect is that? And I'm just going to stamp two right on top of each other there. So there's that. Very cute. And then the sentiment comes from the Butterfly Basics stamp set. That's in the current Occasions catalog. And another sneak peek, this is returning. This will be in the main catalog along with its matching framelits. But I thought the Sending Wishes Your Way was perfect for this card because we wish on a rainbow. And that ink I used Perfect Plum. I didn't want to use the Wisteria Wonder because it's a little bit lighter color. And again, it's a photopolymer stamp, so you can line it up. I always use my grid paper, line it up there, and stamp it. Good. I like that you can see exactly where you're going to stamp that. That way you don't have to get the old Stamp-a-ma-jig out. Alright, so that's all the stamping done on that. And then for the little pot of gold, very cute there, I've used the 3/4 inch circle punch, and then the 7/8 inch scalloped circle punch for the pot of gold, or for the gold at the top rather. So I already punched that for that card, and I did cut a little bit of the bottom off. So I am going to trim this one off. I'm just going to use the other end of it. So there's my little topper. And then for the pot, like I said, it's the 3/4 inch circle punch. Actually, I can leave a little gap at the bottom so it's flat. So there's my little pot, and I will cut a little bit more of the top there. I think that might be, I think I'll use that as the top since it's bigger, and then just trim a little tiny bit off the bottom. I guess that's good enough for a pot. And I'm going to glue it down first I'll glue the little gold. This is the gold glimmer paper. It's coming back in the catalog there. And it's slippery on the back. You could use glue dots as well. But I'm just using the Tombow glue on mine. Get that centered up a little bit better for you. And then a little bit more of the glue on the back of our little pot there. I thought that was a cute embellishment. I thought about doing some of the gold sequin trim, taking the sequins off and scattering them around, but I like my little pot. That one's not quite the same shape as the other one, but it works just fine. And that's all there. That's it for that card. Now this isn't attached. This one here is not attached to a card at all. But when I put it onto a card front, let's see, I have a folded one. Even though that's really not the right color. It'll fit perfectly over there. And I will put Stampin' dimensionals on the back. Probably use maybe that soft sky for the card base. You're really not going to see it because it covers it up completely. But that's the rainbow card that I have for you today. If you'd like to see more projects, you can visit my blog. It is wearestampers.com. Thanks so much for joining me today, and I'll see you next time. Bye.